Imagine sitting in your car in a parking lot at night waiting for your spouse to get off work. Someone walks up to your window and demands you to roll it down while pointing a gun at you. Would you feel safer if you knew that you had a gun to protect yourself? I believe that guns are a crucial part to our society and that people are going to get their hands on them no matter what rules and regulations are in place. Guns are very beneficial to society and can help in situations when protection is needed, and although some people should not own guns, they will still find a way to get their hands on them illegally. Now, I will tell you what gun control is and how, although it is a good concept, it will not eliminate the issue of crazy people owning guns. Gun control is a set of laws or policies that regulate the manufacture, sale, transfer, possession, modification, or use of firearms by civilians. Gun control is a set of laws or policies that regulate the manufacture, sale, transfer, possession, modification, or use of firearms by civilians. Guns have been around for years and people have always used them, whether it be for protection, hunting, or just target shooting. According to an article on Daily Wire, the vast majority of mass shootings occur in gun-free zones. According to the same article, as the number of guns per person has increased, gun violence has decreased. This shows that gun ownership actually helps society and gun control is not as successful as people believe that it is. Our society is split by their opinions on gun control and whether it is beneficial or not. Now we see there is a correlation with gun ownership and lower gun violence. Let's discuss the problems. We all know about the recent school shootings across America and how this has brought up the controversy over gun control and whether or not they should be regulated more strictly. According to an article on USA Today, there's only one way to stop killers from killing. You put them where they can't get access to a gun, a knife, explosives, or any other lethal weapons. A situation that proves this to be true is school shootings in Oklahoma. They have very strict gun laws, and the shooters still manage to obtain a gun and try to kill people. According to an article by CSN News, the only thing that can stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. Which this shows to be true in this case because the shooter was stopped by an armed school resource officer. This is what I mean by gun control is not ideal and not needed. Despite what people think, stronger gun laws and rules and regulations will not help the epidemic. Personally, I would feel more comfortable knowing that I had a gun to protect myself than knowing that I have to rely on rules to keep someone from harming me with a gun. It would make America much safer if they would allow gun ownership instead of trying to implement new laws that most people will likely ignore. Now that I have talked about the controversy about the laws, let's talk about statistics. According to a post by Freedom Outpost, a man was eating in a cafe when two armed robbers entered the cafe and started pointing their guns at people. The man then pulled his gun and shot the intruders, saving everyone in the cafe. Imagine what could have happened had he not had a gun that day. There could have been a huge tragedy and lots of people could have lost their lives. According to an article by the Los Angeles Times, banning assault rifles will not reduce gun violence. Gun makers can make their assault rifles in a specific way that can bypass the laws in place so that they will still make a sale. Citizens with guns defending themselves in society against bad people is more effective than gun laws and gun control. What can we as Americans do to help better society and the stigma around guns? There has always been an issue with people using guns in a bad way and giving gun owners a bad name, but the gun control laws will not stop these bad people from owning guns. The only thing that could truly help is good people owning guns to protect themselves and others. By allowing more good people to own guns, we can better America as a whole. Next time you see something in the news about a mass shooting or gun issues, think about how protected you would feel knowing that you had a gun to protect yourself in the situation that a bad guy did not follow the gun laws and rules. Ultimately, we can outnumber the bad people as a whole and make America a safer place to be.